Morning, it's Monday again, and I'm here for a live, Facebook Live, and I'm going to show you how to make a little fun pocket card. This I saw on Pinterest, I believe, by the very talented Canadian demo Tina Zinck, and Tina Zinck is from the Serene stamper, and she'd made this little pocket card, and I thought it looked really fun. And I thought I would show you how to make one. We made this last night on my team challenge night, and we made lots of different versions. And in fact, they're so quick and easy to make. In the time that we were all together, I made two, and Claire, my downline Claire, also made two. So they're really quick. Excuse me. They're really quick and easy to make. But first of all, I wanted to share the card with you that I made last week. So let me just pop you down for that first. So this, if you remember, was one we made last week. Beautifully decadent, shiny, gorgeous, with some sponged mint macaron on the lovely, elegant, simply elegant DSP. So I want to send this card to one of you. So I'm just going to pick a name, and it is going to go to Jan P. Jan, thank you very much. I will be posting that up to you later. Oh, that's, if you remember, that's what the inside was like with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stamp. Let me just show you. That's what the stamp looks like, and it creates this gorgeous, gorgeous effect. Beautiful when it's embossed, I think. That's the same stamp here on the front. So Jan, I will be sending that up to you. Now I'm going to show you the card that I made last night, and I'm going to make a similar one. I'm going to use Pansy Petals as well. And we are going to make this. It's called a pocket card because literally the card slides into the pocket of the main card itself. And we are going to make that just now. I'm going to change it up a little bit, excuse me, and use a different kind of colorway, if you like. So I'm going to get some pale papaya, which is one of our in colors. So let's get that first. So I have a full sheet of pale papaya here, and this is, well, you'll see how easy this is. It is so easy. So I'm going to score it as if I were going to make a tentfold card. So I'm scoring it first in the middle. That's just a quick way to get two card bases ready. Then I'm going to go to 10.5, which is our standard width for our cards here in the UK. So wherever you are in the world, you take your standard sheet of cardstock and just cut it straight down the middle and score centrally as well. So for us here in the UK, this, excuse me, is 10.5, excuse me. Okay, so I'll put one of those away for another day, and I will stick with this one. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this in and I'm going to score at 4 centimeters. That's all my scoring done for now. So you have, normally you would be making this card. If you had scored, cut and scored like this, you would be making a tentfold card like that. But we were going to turn it upside down with our fold down here at the bottom. And we're going to take this little bit that we have scored, and we're going to fold that over, and that is basically the pocket of your card made. So now it's really just down to decorating it. So I'm going to take a little piece of DSP down here. This is one of the patterns on the, I'm just going to move you up a little bit, one of the patterns on the Pansy Petals DSP. Hi Christine. Oh, hi Terry. And I'm going to cut a little section of measuring 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. So that will fit in there. I'm going to put that down here on the bottom. Then another one, loath to almost use any more of this because I love stripes and I love gingham, and this is a beautiful pattern, which is what I used in my original card here. But I'm going to cut a little strip of it. Let me just see if I've got a strip already cut. Maybe not. No, I will have to cut into a little bit more of it. And I'm going to cut 3.5 because this measures 4. So I'm going to cut 3.5 in one way and then 10 the other way. So just making it 0.5 centimetre shorter either side. And that little bit is going to go here. Because our card, remember, is 10.5 wide. So let me just take that. I'm going to get now a piece of white here. And I might bring out, let's see. I'm going to fussy cut. You can see I've done some already. I'm going to fussy cut some of our pansy petals. The pansy petal actual flowers. Just looking, because I'm wondering what colours are in this. I'm looking for my catalogue to see what would be the best colours to coordinate with this. So the Pansy Petals Suite is page 28 to 29 of our catalogue. So we have polished pink, fresh fruit, pale papaya. I wonder what the orange is. That's a more darker. I might go with. Let me see. I'm trying to find what the colour is. My kids were using it. The backing of the DSP to. No, can't find it. They haven't used one. What colour that is. I might use the polished pink. Let's use polished pink. Or no, actually, maybe the fresh freesia. I'll do fresh freesia instead. I have a little piece here from yesterday's card. So I'm going to cut a little piece for the inside. So I'm going to go for 14.3 by 10. Should I go this way? And then I'm going to take a piece of white and I'm going to make that 0.5 centimetre smaller all round. So it'll be 9.5 by 13. I do it that way. 13.8. So then that will go like that, and that will fit on the inside. We're just going to do some stamping. This is a really good stamp set, which carried over this year, I believe. I'm just hoping it did. I think it did. Let me just check. It's still available. It was one of our... Oh, no, it wasn't actually. It was in our catalogue last year. Yeah, it definitely is still available. Phew. But the good thing about this is you have kind of a sentiment for, you have a double sentiment if you like. So one that you could put on the outside of your card and one that you could put on the inside. So for here I have, thank you for all that you are. And then further down on every thoughtful thing you do. So you have, which I'm going to use now, is the happy birthday to you. And then I can put wishing you your best year yet. So there's a few like that, like Happy Father's Day, to the world you are dad, to me you are the world. There's ones that work for inside and outside of cards. That's why I particularly like this one. So I'm going to do the happy birthday to you and the wishing you your best year yet. So I'm going to take those out and let's stamp in the pale papaya. So let me get a block. So again, I like to line these up using my grid paper to try and get them as straight as I can. So knowing if I know my block is straight and I try and line up the words with the lines behind, less chance, not foolproof, but I have less chance of it going wrong. Okay. So I've got inking it up here in the pale papaya, trying to keep my cardstock straight and get that as straight as I can here. Pretty good. Take that one off and go with my next one, doing the same kind of trick as before. So has everyone had a good week? The weather, I don't know about you. I know I talk a lot about the weather. I am from Ireland. We talk a hell of a lot about the weather in Ireland because it's always so rubbish. But it's been pretty rubbish here too. It's been ridiculous. We've had just nothing but hail, Saturday especially. And I would show you if I could, but I'm filming on my phone. The weather forecast for this week is as abysmal as the weather forecast was last week. Literally every day is forecast rain. It's quite depressing, really. I'm quite fed up of the rain now. I know we need it, but we've probably had enough to do us at least a month at this stage. So what has the weather been like for you? Is it as depressing as in the Cotswolds? So just gluing this on with my liquid glue, and then I will glue my DSP onto the various sections here. So my gingham is going to go here. I'm just thinking we have little gold bees. They would be lovely to go on this because I've just noticed there was bees on the back of that paper. We have lovely little gold ones that would be really quite cute, but I don't have them, so I can't put them on. I'm putting this just here. Okay, now I'm going to cut a few of these. I think I'm going to go for this large one, and then maybe, because I've used the freesia, I might go for that small one there. So just getting, oh, where are my scissors? Yeah, here they are. Inside this one, I think. Actually, just look at what colour that was. I've got to look at the back. Where the full list of colours are mentioned, which is very silly of me. Calypso Coral, was this what it was? Silly. Oh well. I've chosen the freesia now. So just fussy cutting these. Now, in the Pansy Petal Suite, there are actually dies that cut these out. They cut out quite a few little bits. This is the full range of paper. I'll just point you down so you get a good look at it. That is the full range of paper in the Pansy Petal Suite. Just going back to where it is in the catalogue. Yeah, it's this one. So if you look over here, the dies, they cut out, of course they match the stamp set, which is there. I don't have this. I just have the papers. But this is the stamp set, and you can build up your actual pansy if you see some of how they've done it here. You can cut it straight out of cardstock with the dies, or you can stamp it, and that will be a really pretty effect. But the dies actually, as well as cutting, as you can see from this little sample here, as well as cutting what you stamp and cutting out of cardstock, they actually match the paper as well. So you don't need to use your scissors like I am, but as I don't have that, I will just chat to you as I cut these out. They're not too bad to cut out, but if you had the dies, you'd have this bit done in seconds. It'll take me a little while just to get it right. I'm cutting right up to the image. I'm not leaving a border. So if you had the dies, they do leave a little white border around, but I'm just going to cut right up to it. Just, I think sometimes, well, it might be easier to otherwise I'd be scared I wouldn't get the border even. So I'm cutting a more yellow one and then the orange one, just to tie in with the colours I chose for my background here, my card base and such. It's all very quiet here. My little doggies are very quiet. No doubt the postman will turn up and all hell will break loose. So also in these papers, just trying to find a little bit, there is, let me find it, another sheet which has leaves on it, so that's what I'm just trying to find right now, because I've cut out, as you can see from, if I could find where I put it, my original, yeah, I've cut out these little leaves. They also match a die, so you don't have to fussy cut these out if you don't want to. And I'm just trying to find the pattern that has the leaves on it. It's not that one. No, it's not that one. It's another pattern, and it's really pretty. I love the stripes. If you know me, you know I love stripes. Oh, here it is. So you've got the leaves here, which again, and this beautiful, beautiful soft succulent stripe. Again, love that one. So I'm just going to cut out a few little leaves. Oops, to go on my, just to peek out from around the side of my pansies. So I'll do a couple of dark ones and a couple I think I'll do this dark one. So I think if you've watched me before, you know that when you're cutting, you're obviously cutting with whichever hand your scissors are in, whether you're left or right-handed, and the other non-dominant hand is the one that moves the paper or cardstock around, so that you're not getting that kind of choppy choppy cuts on the paper. It kind of is a much more fluid movement, and I think if you can see, it's quite, you can go around teeny tiny little areas without that choppiness. That makes sense. I'm not the best with words sometimes. If you can kind of see how my left hand is turning this. And very slowly, my right hand is actually cutting. So 1, 2, just do these last 2, that'll probably do. Maybe one more. So you're very quiet this morning. Have you had busy weekends and Monday you're just exhausted? Oops. So where are you watching from? I know Christine is up north. I know Terry, if you're still there, you're very local to me. I know of a few other people on. Where are you watching from this morning? Don't have to be too specific if you don't want to be. Okay, so this is the last leaf. Don't worry, there will be no more after this one. I know it's either you either love watching this because it's kind of hypnotic, or it's like watching paint dry and you're thinking, hurry up. Which camp are you in? Hypnosis or get on with it? Actually, I might cut one other little pansy for the inside. I'm going to go for this little one here. So sorry, one more thing of cutting to watch and then we're done. It's hard to get this last little bit because you can't quite see because it's white on white. It's hard to see where the bit is. Okay, so we're almost finished. I'm going to put this little one here on the inside down at the bottom. Just as a little decoration. And then, now, will I go with pale papaya? I'm going to try a couple of ribbons. I have our in color ribbons here. So I might go for either the pale papaya. I'm going to put this in just to see what I think. Because really we're only securing this with actual, oh hi Sue, we're only securing this with ribbon itself. So I think it might be better with the purple because I think it's kind of lost. Yeah, purple sort of ties everything in together. That might end up putting a purple flower on. Okay, I think I'll do purple. So what we're going to do is we are going to take my tear and tape, and we're going to put our ribbon in the middle, and this is what literally holds this all together. So we're just going round like so, and that just tears. It's very handy. And that is your envelope secure, or the pocket rather secure. This will fit in a standard envelope. And until I add my flowers with dimensionals, it's actually quite flat. But you know I'm going to add those with dimensionals. So peeling off the backing of the tear and tape, and then adding my ribbon and just following where the tip is and round to the front to meet. And I'll put my you could put a bow here, or what I'm going to do is actually put my flowers over that bit. Okay, so that's our, might give it just a little bit of a crease, keep everything nice and flat. And then we are going to decorate this with our leaves and our flowers. I am thinking, should I stick a purple one on? Sorry, I'm going to annoy you and cut one other one, because I'm kind of thinking with my purple matte layer and my purple, when I say purple, I mean fresh freesia, obviously. With my fresh freesia layer inside and my fresh freesia ribbon, kind of need a bit more fresh freesia in the flowers to tie it all in together. So just cutting another one. So I think it'd be better with a little purple one. Okay. So, which I've got two soft succulent, or are they mint macaron? I can't remember. No, they must be mint macaron. And I'll have you coming out that side, and then a few here. Just playing about with them to see where I want to put them. Actually, I think that one's probably meant to go that way. No, that way. Hard to know, really. Not being big on plants, and Sue is catching up later, so she can't help me. Now, I'm going to be really annoying and think that the soft succulent leaves, those dark leaves, are too dark. Or maybe shall I cut an extra one of those? I know you're thinking, good Lord, would you get on with it? But you gotta be committed. You gotta know which ones you want. I think for this card, I'm thinking that no, they must be soft seafoam actually. The very light leaves might be just too light for this card. Or maybe it's the fact I've taken the evening evergreen together with the light colour and there's just too much of a contrast. Let's see what these ones look like. So I've just quickly cut a different one. What do you think? Let me put this one in and then that one. Would that be better? Oops. Kind of look a bit like cabbage leaves. Or just the very dark one and the in-betweeny one. Can't decide. Right, I think I'm going to cut a few more this colour. I'm going to keep my dark ones, but I'm going to cut 3 of this shade here, which I'm just going to check what colour it is actually. Let's just have a check so I can let you know. I think it is the soft succulent. It's called Pansy Petals. What are we? Evening Evergreen is a dark one. Soft Seafoam and soft succulent. So that's the soft succulent, and then these ones are the soft Seafoam. But I did think it was just a little bit light in contrast to the Evening Evergreen. I think these two would work together. If you'd all 3, it'd be all right, but go 1, 2, and I'll just do one more. I promise that's it. Gonna have to get the dies now, aren't I? I don't think he'll sit through another installment of me cutting these leaves. But they're quickly done. There we go. Okay, right, let's go again. Okay, so I'll have one up here, then put that one down there, then okay, happier with that. Okay, now get them all together. So I'm going to stick them down as two different elements. Let me just find my dimensionals. Okay, so sticking them like that, and as that dries, I'm going to just put a few little dimensionals on the back. Leave me alone. Funny. I'll be finished soon, Terry, promise. Okay. I'm going to put that one. Just turn that around a little bit here. Sure, just that this last dimensional is on the pocket and not overlapping onto this, because we want that to be able to slide up and down. And then get my little leaves on here. Okay, and again, dimensionals on the back. And take the backing off. I've got them all, yep. And then put that, tuck that in under here. Okay. Could go with the third, maybe. No, I think I'll keep it at 2. Enough's enough. Okay, so a little bit of sparkle. And I have the In Color faceted gems, I think they're called. And I'm going to just take some of the pale papaya ones for the center of my pansies. And then I'll put a little purple one, the fresh freesia, up at the top. Or let's stick to pale papaya. Maybe it looks a bit weird, does it? Let me just see if I can get that off if I'm quick enough. Yes. Shall I go for pale papaya? Ooh. Yeah, I think that one's better. Don't know. What do you think? Okay. So that is my homage, homage even, to Tina Zinck's pocket fold card that, oh, you're barking at, nobody here. Nobody here but me. My little pocket card. Super, oh dear, you couldn't see that there. Super easy to make. Literally just a normal 10 to fold card turned upside down with the pocket, with the fold facing, sorry, with the fold facing upwards, and then you fold down the flap so you can take out your greeting and revealed. You can write in the middle here. You could also write the other side if you wanted to. But that's my 2 versions. I also made a third one, which I can show you very briefly, which was my first version. I have some retired ribbon on this. And this is with, strangely, do you like the pale papaya? Thank you. This is Europeach, I believe it's called. Let me just check. No, what's it called? Sure, it's called Europeach. Europeach, yeah. But I didn't use the peachy side. I used this balmy blue one. So I've got miles apart, still in my heart, always. That ribbon has retired, but I'm a bit short on current ribbon at the minute. I will have to remedy that on my next order. But hope you liked this morning's pansy cards, and thank you for all your comments, and have a great week, and I will see you next week if I'm not seeing you at, virtually seeing you at class on Friday or Sunday. I will see you here next week. Have a great week, and thanks for joining me this morning. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.